The biggest rumor right now in crypto. Rumors are circulating. Trump plans to announce zero capital gains on crypto at White House Crypto Summit on Friday. Could you just imagine that if that was the case? We're going to talk more about it. We're going to dive into it. But March 7th, a very big day. I think a lot of people are excited in terms of what's going to happen on March 7th. We're going to talk more about it, the possibilities. And there's other things going on right now within crypto, kind of even different cryptos having their own narrative. Here's what we have going on right now. Whispers of ADA and HBAR are working on a game-changing stablecoin that auto-generates yield and rebalances itself. That's one piece of rumor that Cardano and HBAR have. We're going to actually look at the other one. But all the while, Cardano kind of an outperformer on the shorter term, meaning the last 7 days or so, and even really in the last 24 hours, you can see 9% gains, last 7 days, 37%. I thought it would be valuable to kind of look at the charts on ADA because some key moves have happened that we need to keep an eye on. So if you could, hit the subscribe and like on the way, and let's just jump into the video. Two broader pieces of news that I just want to throw out there because they absolutely affect markets, they impact markets. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. This is Zelensky. He has caved. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it anytime and in any convenient format. We see this agreement as a step forward, greater security and solid security guarantees. I truly hope it will work effectively. So progress now in terms of peace over there between Russia and Ukraine. That is very good, and it's also very good for markets. And then we have this. Lutnick states that Trump may reverse the tariffs on Canada and Mexico starting tomorrow. The whole tariff thing, the back and forth, the volatility of it, and then you sprinkle in all the manipulation that's been going on in markets. It's just crazy just to be a part of it. It's something else. And I think the best thing to do through it all is really to try and chill out, not get emotional, and just realize these are short-term events. And I genuinely think these are going to have positive macro results for America and for crypto, but this could be very big. And we're going to continue tracking how this kind of plays out, but Trump reversing tariffs on Canada and Mexico starting tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. So let's pivot into kind of the March 7th headlines, and then we'll look at ADA charts. So there will be a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Eric Trump is telling the entire crypto market to hodl, and there are rumors that Trump is planning to eliminate capital gains on crypto. We are in a golden bull run. So whether this happens, the zero capital gains, I agree with this. We're in a golden bull run. And I know it doesn't feel like it because we've had such volatility, and there's likely more volatility to come. But if we can zoom out on these charts, and I'm going to really do more of a zoomed out altcoin and Bitcoin and crypto market analysis earlier in the day tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. But if you just zoom out, the things that are happening right now and the things that are coming together for the crypto market are just insane. Now, in relation to the zero capital gains, I posted my thoughts earlier. I just want to throw this out there. Rumors are flying that a zero income tax on crypto gains will be announced this Friday at the Crypto Summit. I don't think it's happening, but I'd love to repost this Friday and say, I was wrong. No crypto tax confirmed. So I did want to put my opinion out there. It is the game changer is not even the right word. I need to find a better word if this were to be announced. And so this happens a lot. There's a rumor going. Everybody's waiting for it. Please happen. Please happen. It doesn't happen. I just think that's going to be one of the cases here. And I want to tell you right now, I hope that I am absolutely wrong, because I would absolutely enjoy and love if this was the headline on Friday. But either way, if it is the headline, I will repost and I will say I was wrong. No crypto tax confirmed. I'll be next level, everybody. But with all of that speculation, if we look at this, I saw this post, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but a couple good points I think that can really just wind down the emotion of it. The event to watch out for will be the White House Crypto Summit this Friday. It's definitely the event to watch out for. I'm pretty excited about it. The most bullish thing that is still somewhat reasonable for them to mention is the capital gains tax exclusion on crypto gains, which is rumored to potentially be announced. Here we go again, rumored to be announced. But regardless of what happens and what might not happen, there should be some decent bid on those strategic reserve and US-based coins on bounces. Think Solana, XRP, ADA. I think it would make sense to see some relief into Friday as people will start to reallocate after the massive sell-off the past 36 hours, where most coins sold off anywhere from 20 to 40%. Incredible volatility. And even the ADA chart on the daily, it just shows that volatility. You see this? $1.20 all the way back down to 76 cents or so. We're going to dive into those charts, but I think this really paints a nice picture on broader markets. I just dropped my pen. But put aside the volatility of the markets, let's just sit back and wait to see how these things play out. And that's why I like what he said, regardless of what happens and what might not happen. So that's that. Whispers of ADA and HBAR are working on a game-changing stablecoin that auto-generates yield and rebalances itself. Again, rumor, but there has been this kind of thing floating around, and maybe it's just rumors, but they seem very plausible about Cardano and HBAR in terms of what they might be doing, not just in terms of technologies, but from a standpoint of Department of Government Efficiency. We've seen a lot of Cryptos R Us over here, George, covering this. Here's a clip.
They're working on a digital ID system along with, I think, Cardano. They have like a joint thing. They're talking with Doge to do something like that. I don't know how.
So digital ID rumors, and then there's just rumors in terms of just in general. We've seen rumors of the Treasury, I believe, using Cardano. It's just the rumors there's too many synergistic rumors, but it's something to keep an eye on in terms of these cryptos. Let's go and look at ADA charts and just kind of talk about what's going on. A lot of volatility, but in my view, it's all good. Let's start with this clip. This clip was from a couple days ago when we were pumping at $1.07. Check it out. And so, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I do like to anticipate moves like this. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Because that's where the 50 and the 20-day moving average are. And that move would be normal. Probably better that it happened if we're just going to get it out there. So we were up here around $1.07 somewhere, and the next day, boom, actually the next couple of days, we trickled down. So right now, this is kind of why I've wanted to do the analysis, because the move has happened and I think it's worthwhile to track it. It does not mean, I want to say this, what's kind of cool is in a few days, we have this crypto summit. If crypto does do what we just saw in that other post, kind of people are reallocating to these cryptos and we get a little bit of pump going into Friday, it could be very good for this and very helpful for this ADA chart. But I just want to say, we got that bounce off that range almost perfectly. Just look at that. It does not mean that it's absolutely going to hold and ADA doesn't fall below those moving averages once again. The one thing that is so important for all of us to remind ourselves of is, especially when we get capitulations, the bottoming out, it sometimes takes a while. Most times. This was all the way back here in that last bottoming out that we had in August 2024, September, going into October. It just took a while. But notice what was happening. We're tracking the 50 and 20, right? Oh, it's breaking out. Nope, it didn't hold support. So what we need to see is absolute strong tests and support at those moving averages. And that's just something that we have to wait for now in this daily chart, meaning is ADA gonna, or not if, or maybe it'll happen. Eventually ADA is going to test the 50-day moving average. It's just going to. That doesn't mean it's going to fall right now to it. Maybe ADA actually pumps and the 50 moving average starts moving up, but eventually ADA is going to pull into the moving averages. What happens there? That's the question. Now that we've broken above it, we've fallen back to it, the 20 and the 50. What happens next time it tests it? Because as you can see, we can get above these things, but just repeatedly fall below and just test it before the true breakout, the true separation from the moving averages. And that's what we're looking for, everybody. That true explosive separation from this range for ADA. And you can see we don't have that separation right now. ADA, if we look at the 50-day moving average, is only around 8%. 8% is nothing if you consider the recent moves that we've seen in crypto. So that's just something I wanted to point out. That's what I'm watching. But notice where ADA is on the daily. This is where things are kind of getting exciting for ADA. ADA really is just, it's on the launch pad. that is probably one of the most clickbaity words I've used over the years in terms of maybe a potential breakout getting ready to happen, launchpad. But it really is. If you look at this is a bull market door territory we've been tracking. And on the weekly chart, remember, it is this swing high back here into that 20-week moving average, the upper range. That's the bull market door breakout area. And this is exactly what happened for ADA last cycle when it broke out, that 20-week moving average. And this isn't the right chart, but we can go over here. Here's the chart. You can just see this bull market door area. That's a 20-week moving average going into the bull market or into the bear market, breaking out of that area. The explosive move for ADA has not happened yet. That is exciting. The explosive move for Cardano or for altcoins has not happened yet. That to me is very exciting. And so on the ADA chart, this is what it looks like. It's up here in that $1.20, $1.25 range still, but notice just the launch pad. We fell, so much volatility, overextended. We wicked below the 50-week moving average. If you've been on this journey, props to you, everybody. It's been so volatile. We wicked from like 50 cents all the way back up to $1.20 again, and then all the way back down to like into the 70s. And now we're back in the range. We're right in the middle of the bull market doors between the 200-week moving average, which is the key area, the lower end of the doors, and the upper end, which is just that 20-week moving average revisit all the way back here on the chart. So we're just waiting. It's still a very indecisive, weird market. And I don't know which way we're going to go. But in terms of just monitoring, I think these are really good short-term roadmaps, right? We have the daily moving averages over here. We could revisit again, even in the shorter term, 85 cents down to around 78 cents. If it's going to test it again, it could happen. But a lot of it has to do with, I think, markets in general. How do we trade in markets in crypto, Bitcoin going into Friday, March 7th? A lot of speculation. What are the tariff news? What's that going to be doing? What is the Ukraine-Russia news going to be doing to markets? There is so much in play right now, everybody. And it's just none of us know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you one thing, and I don't know about you, but when we've been tracking these charts, it has been incredibly helpful for me to just anticipate these scenarios, and pretty incredible to watch how it's played out time and time again. This is why I do technical analysis. I think it works very well. And staying unemotional through it all, I think, is key. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate you cruising through. I hope you're doing well out there. Please subscribe, turn notifications on, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.